We have lived in the shadow of the wall for more than a year. It cuts through the heart of Berlin. We have learned to live with it. We refuse to think that it will always be this way. In the beginning, we waved across the wall to our families in East Berlin. It didn't matter who watched us. But later, the communist policemen came and stopped our families from waving. My mother lives over there. They'll move her away if she dares to wave. It's forbidden. I speak to my children in East Berlin with hand signals, making certain the guards are not watching. I don't want them to harm my family. We have become good with our signals. At dusk, the communists have a hard time tracking us down, but we take chances, especially on nights when an escape is planned. In the beginning, many people escaped in broad daylight by jumping out of windows facing the western sector of the city. Our firemen were there to help. We remember the woman being held by communist guards to prevent her from joining her family. They even threw tear gas at those who were below, ready to catch her. That's when they decided to extend the wall and cut access to the buildings facing West Berlin. They sealed every window. Many bricklayers came over to our side of the wall rather than do that kind of job. They strung barbed wire on the roofs to close off another way of escape. Many homes along their side of the wall were razed. They blinded us with reflecting mirrors. They threw tear gas. They tried everything to keep us away. We threw the tear gas grenades back at them. laid minefields in the countryside. They increased their patrols. They planted new watchtowers. But we watched them too, and soon learned their weak spots. Entire families escaped, women and babies. We were waiting for them. "12,000 people escaped in the first year of the war. Our loudspeakers told the communist guards that to shoot a refugee was murder, that they would be held accountable, that they could not claim orders from higher up. Murder is always murder.
Mord bleibt Mord.
On a Friday afternoon, they shot an 18-year-old boy as he was trying to scale the wall into West Berlin. They let him bleed to death on their side of the wall. Then they took his lifeless body and took him away. His name was Peter Fechter. He was an apprentice bricklayer. We mourned him on our side of the wall, a few yards from where he fell. Peter Fechter was one of 50 people who died trying to escape during the first year of the war. We mourn them all. We honor their names. They will be remembered as long as we live. At 12 o'clock on August 13th, on the anniversary of the war, West Berlin paused for 3 minutes of silence. We still wave to our families in East Berlin, and they still dare to wave back. We cannot be together.